Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Duane Martin, and they became better friends than what me and my husband did, and I couldn't understand that.
Hey, you got eyes on Will. We need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, well, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Duane down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room.
With actor Duane Martin. Her response, we suing. Obviously setting up a potential legal battle according to TMZ. Of course, it's hard to tell if Jada's making a joke or if her family's really considering legal action.
Duane Martin, a name once associated with charm, laughter, and a touch of Hollywood flair, is now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Lisa Raye is spilling some serious tea, claiming that Duane, who she thought was her friend, played a role in stealing her husband, but that's not all. Rumors are swirling about secret Hollywood relationships and betrayals more shocking than any movie plot twist. Lisa Raye revealed that introducing Duane to her then-husband was one of the biggest regrets of her life. According to her, it set off a chain of events she could never have imagined. The story goes beyond Lisa Raye's heartbreak. From attending Diddy's famous white parties to whispers about connections with big names like Will Smith, Duane's off-screen life is full of drama. Lisa Raye and her ex-husband, Michael Missick, once lived a glamorous life. She was a Hollywood star turned First Lady of Turks and Caicos, and he was a flashy prime minister. But behind the scenes, their marriage was crumbling, and Duane Martin was right in the middle of the chaos. Stay tuned. This Hollywood drama is far from over.
Really, to be quite honest, then he became friends with Duane Martin, which used to be one of my friends on All of Us. And when I introduced them, that was one of the worst things I ever did.
Duane Martin, for Lisa Raye, was a nemesis that was unbelievable.
According to Lisa Raye, Duane Martin wasn't just hanging out with her husband, Michael Missick. He was introducing him to other women. Yes, you heard that right. Lisa claims Duane brought temptation right to Michael's doorstep, all while pretending to be her loyal friend. The betrayal cut deep, but that's not the whole story. Duane and Michael weren't just casual buddies, they were living it up together. From exclusive parties to luxury vacations, the two are turning Turks and Caicos into their personal playground. It's giving serious brothers before vows vibes, and Lisa Raye wasn't having any of it.
And then we talked about you regarding Michael Missick, the divorce, and Nicole Murphy and Roxy, and just all got really blurry. And then we had Nicole on the show. And
Lisa Raye said she felt completely blindsided, like Duane Martin was playing both sides. One moment, he was her trusted friend, and the next, he was allegedly introducing her husband to women who had no business being around. The betrayal was devastating, and the audacity was off the charts, but it wasn't just about the personal pain. This hit her public image hard too. Lisa wasn't just a wife. She was the First Lady of Turks and Caicos. Watching her marriage fall apart so publicly wasn't just embarrassing. It turned into a full-blown scandal.
Wasn't having it.
I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings, and it takes you your whole check to take me there. I vacation and go on holiday for the month.
Give it up for the Lisa Raye.
And here's where things take a wild turn. Gossip columns exploded with this story, painting Duane as the ultimate instigator. Headlines labeled him a marriage wrecker and questioned what kind of friend would act this way. Fans were in shock, and honestly, so were we. One fan even suggested Lisa Raye needs to drop a tell-all book ASAP. That thing would fly off the shelves. And let's face it, they're probably right, whether you believe Lisa Raye's version of events or not. One thing is crystal clear. Duane's actions didn't exactly scream friendship goals. Instead, they left Lisa Raye trying to piece together the fragments of a life she thought she could trust. And guess what? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Stick around, because the deeper we dive, the messier it gets.
Married but single. And when I thought about married but single, what exactly does that mean? Either you're married or you're single. But what if you're actually both?
Painting Duane as the ultimate instigator. Headlines labeled him a marriage wrecker and questioned what kind of friend would act this way. Fans were in shock, and honestly, so were we. One fan even suggested Lisa Raye needs to drop a tell-all book ASAP. That thing would fly off the shelves. And let's face it, they're probably right, whether you believe Lisa Raye's version of events or not. One thing is crystal clear. Duane's actions didn't exactly scream friendship goals. Instead, they left Lisa Raye trying to piece together the fragments of a life she thought she could trust. And guess what? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Stick around because the deeper we dive, the messier it gets. Clip 6. Duane's charisma on Real Husbands of Hollywood had fans rooting for him, but once the off-screen drama started spilling, that charm began to feel like a facade. Fans couldn't help but ask, wait, is this the same guy we've been laughing with? It turned out Duane was living two very different lives. The smooth, funny guy who lit up the screen versus the shady, scandal-plagued man making headlines. And trust me, we're only scratching the surface of this double life.
We've been together like 24 years.
24 years? That's a beautiful thing. Which is 600 years in Hollywood.
Here's where things get even more intriguing. Duane Martin's high-profile connections with two of Hollywood's biggest names, Will Smith and Diddy, have sparked both power moves and messy rumors. Will Smith, one of the most bankable stars in the industry, shared such a tight bond with Duane that it raised eyebrows for all the wrong reasons. Their friendship, often on full display, whether courtside at basketball games or sharing laughs like lifelong pals, had the media buzzing. Headlines speculated, and fans couldn't help but wonder, was this just an unusually close friendship, or was there something more going on behind the scenes? While nothing concrete ever emerged, the whispers were enough to add another layer of intrigue to Duane's already complicated narrative.
You can do this. Huh? Or this. Huh? Or this.
This is bad quality, dude.
That's not a breakaway suit, is it?
And if you thought that was wild, buckle up, because the whispers about Duane's closeness with Will Smith didn't stop at game nights and red carpet events. The rumors went deeper. Much deeper. Word on the street was that Duane wasn't just hanging out with Will. He was allegedly a regular at some of Hollywood's most exclusive, and let's say, gatherings. Duane was reportedly spotted at Diddy's infamous parties, where the line between business and pleasure often got very blurry. Now, we've all heard about Diddy's legendary white parties, where the guest list is a who's who of A-list elites. But here's the tea, even the Real Husbands of Hollywood cast couldn't resist the allure. Kevin Hart, Nelly, and the rest of the crew have been linked to Diddy's extravagant soirees, with Kevin even hosting a few wild gatherings of his own. These events weren't just about popping champagne for the gram. They carried an exclusive, gentleman's club vibe, where the drinks flowed, the guests were top tier, and the drama was just as lit as the celebrations. And the stories about what went down behind closed doors? Let's just say they're anything but ordinary. Some rumors suggest these parties weren't merely about having a good time. They were strategic hubs for networking and making power moves. And Duane? He wasn't just a guest. Allegedly, he played a key role in some of the behind-the-scenes shenanigans that made these gatherings the stuff of Hollywood legend.
Well, Will Smith's rep says the allegation is
But wait, there's more. Will Smith's former assistant dropped a bombshell, claiming they once walked in on Will and Duane in a rather awkward situation. Now, we're not saying it's true, but the rumors about their bond have definitely raised some eyebrows. The assistant's comments hinted at deeper questions about just how close these two really were behind the scenes. What's becoming clear is that Duane's ties to Hollywood's elite go far beyond simple friendships. It's a tangled web of power, secrets, and messy rumors that no amount of fame or fortune can completely conceal. From Diddy's infamous parties to Will's inner circle, Duane wasn't just a casual bystander. He was allegedly right in the thick of it all, soaking up the spotlight and, well, everything that came with it.
With me, brother, all right? And I'll tell you what, you'll never have to worry about Nicole claiming you as a dependent ever again.
It's very funny, Mr. Campbell.
Oh, all right, Mr. Parker.
All right, Mr. House Party.
Mr. Streetcar.
Mr. Boomerang.
Tyler Perry's night nurse.
Will Smith's get out.
But wait, there's more. Will Smith's former assistant dropped a bombshell, claiming they once walked in on Will and Duane in a rather awkward situation. Now, we're not saying it's true, but the rumors about their bond have definitely raised some eyebrows. The assistant's comments hinted at deeper questions about just how close these two really were behind the scenes. What's becoming clear is that Duane's ties to Hollywood's elite go far beyond simple friendships. It's a tangled web of power, secrets, and messy rumors that no amount of fame or fortune can completely conceal. From Diddy's infamous parties to Will's inner circle, Duane wasn't just a casual bystander. He was allegedly right in the thick of it all, soaking up the spotlight and, well, everything that came with it.
So, that's why, the energy, people's spirit of giving, support, all of that is important to people healing.
But wait, there's more. Will Smith's former assistant dropped a bombshell, claiming they once walked in on Will and Duane in a rather awkward situation. Now, we're not saying it's true, but the rumors about their bond have definitely raised some eyebrows. The assistant's comments hinted at deeper questions about just how close these two really were behind the scenes. What's becoming clear is that Duane's ties to Hollywood's elite go far beyond simple friendships. It's a tangled web of power, secrets, and messy rumors that no amount of fame or fortune can completely conceal. From Diddy's infamous parties to Will's inner circle, Duane wasn't just a casual bystander. He was allegedly right in the thick of it all, soaking up the spotlight and, well, everything that came with it.
To say Duane Martin believes the claim is so ridiculous, he has no plan to respond.
But that's not all. This isn't just about hookups or one-night stands. The deeper you dig, the more you realize that these relationships might have been affecting not just his friendships, but his finances as well. Think about it. His closeness with Will Smith, Diddy, and other big names could have been masking something much bigger? Was Duane really just a part of Hollywood's elite circle, or was he using those connections to cover up what was really going on in his personal life? To make things even messier, Hollywood insiders have been spilling tea on how Duane's relationships might have led to uncomfortable situations. Whispers about secrets being kept and things swept under the rug for years paint a much darker picture. You'd think his financial struggles and personal scandals would have been enough to bring him down, but this secret life adds a whole new layer to the drama.
Kinda help, buddy. I'm not running with you.
You don't have no choice.
You're right. Go.
And let's not forget the fans. The streets are talking, and they've got plenty of opinions. Whether it's TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, Duane's secret life has become a hot topic. People are piecing together the puzzle, throwing shade, and digging deep into his past. One fan even put it like this: "Nah. The real issue here is that her friend helped her husband cheat. Instead of giving her a heads up, he straight up added fuel to the fire. It's about respect as friends, and Duane failed. For many, the mystery of Duane's personal life is the cherry on top of an already chaotic story. So, what's the truth? Is Duane Martin's life just one big tangled mess of secrets, lies, and Hollywood facades? The answer might be more complicated than anyone realizes.
Make people like her in threes. She's rare, she's a heart opener, her spirit is cherry. I'm hugging gratitude tight and tagged Ashley Marie Jones. With all this Will Smith talk,
So, what happens when the fallout hits? Let's talk about how Duane's life, career, reputation, and connections were all rocked by these scandals. Just like that, Duane Martin went from being a rising star on Real Husbands of Hollywood to one of the most talked about figures in Hollywood for all the wrong reasons. The public backlash was intense, and as the rumors and scandals piled up, his career began to slip. Accusations of betrayal and whispers about his secret life caused his once glamorous Hollywood circle to shrink. On the other hand, Lisa Raye handled it differently. While her marriage crumbled and trust was shattered, she transformed from a heartbroken woman into a beacon of strength. Through interviews and social media, Lisa Raye showed us that even in the face of betrayal, you can rise above it and come out on top.
Actor Duane Martin has found a new love 4 years after finalizing his divorce from Tisha Campbell. Duane Martin and Tisha Campbell were previously married in 1996 and separated in 2016.
For Duane, it wasn't so easy. His reputation took hit after hit, and Hollywood began to distance itself. Events that once welcomed him now barely acknowledged his presence. His influence shrank faster than a Snapchat story. TikTok and Twitter are buzzing with fans and insiders wondering if Duane can ever recover from the scandal. His once charismatic image is now tainted by rumors and controversies. In the end, Duane's story serves as a harsh reminder of how fragile a Hollywood